Hey guys, welcome back. Today is March 22nd, 2018, and it is currently 4:37 p.m. So I'm here to talk about my senior capstone and the process that I've had throughout it. So basically, I'm just going to refresh you guys on what my senior capstone is, and my senior capstone has to do with senior citizens living in nursing homes. And basically how they feel like they have no one to talk to, and how they feel that we, as younger citizens, have forgotten about them. And so around January, I went to the facility of Meridian of Riverside, and I asked for a volunteer application. And when I had asked the owner for a volunteer application, he right away told me, he's like, oh, give me a second, I have to look for them because we rarely get volunteers. And hearing that really made me realize that we really have forgotten about our senior citizens and what they have done, and we're repaying them with so little that we don't even take the time to go spend time with them and make sure that they're doing okay. So, filling out the application, they just basically asked me what my job history was like, what activities I did in school, and what I was willing to do with the senior citizens at the home. And after I finished filling that out, I went back to the owner and I gave it back to him. And when I gave it back to him, he gave me another paper that I had to go get fingerprinted to make sure that I wasn't a criminal or I wasn't there just for bad intentions. So I went to the University of Redlands and I had to get fingerprinted, and they just asked me questions on what I wanted to do when I graduated. And they took fingerprints of all my fingers, and they just checked in the system that I didn't have a criminal record, that I didn't have a bad record at all, and that I was just someone who was trying to do something good out of my heart. And after that was accepted, I went back to the Meridian of Riverside and I gave them that paperwork. And when I gave them that paperwork, they gave me another paperwork, and I had to go to get a physical, I guess, at IEOM. And so I went and I had to get a TB screen and a drug screen. When I first got there, I did the drug screen and I got cleared for that. And then after that, I got a TB shot on my left arm. It has to be on the left arm, I don't know why. But a TB is basically a tuberculosis test, which is a disease that is contagious, so they just want to make sure that I didn't have that. So they told me to come back 2 days later so they could check how my mark was, because if you have the disease, it'll leave a mark on your arm, and then if you don't, it'll just it left a mark at first, but then it'll slowly start fading away. So I believe I went back on Friday, and they just basically rubbed my arm and checked that I didn't have any bumps from the shot. And so I was cleared for that, and they told me that they were going to mail my medical papers to Meridian of Riverside. And so I waited about 3 days, and I called, and I asked if they had received everything and if everything was going through correctly. And the guy said that it was. I just had to get a call from the person that was in charge for the volunteer workers. And so a few days later, I got a call back, and they told me that I was ready to start on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And so I would basically just be going in on their entertaining days where they play cardboard games and they play cards and all that. And so I would just be walking around and communicating with different seniors that live in that home. And so with this capstone, I really hope that many poly students and other students on other campuses are really encouraged to start helping out our seniors in our community. Thank you for watching.